Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
5 years ago, the Power of We Symposium was created to provide a platform for kids from all sectors where they could have a safe and comfortable environment in which to share both their joys and concerns. The Power of We Symposium is proud to have served over 250 kids throughout Romania when we took our mission global back in May of 2023. Now, 2 teams of amazing volunteers from both the U.S. and Romania embarked on an 8-day Legacy of Hope tour, bringing encouragement and hope to not only the kids of Romania, but also the adults who support them, and also to over 100 kids here in the U.S. who contributed handwritten letters of hope to our Romania mission of 2023. Now, this year, we are proud to provide this opportunity yet again in October, and we are super excited to up our game. New venue, 750 kids this time, and we want to see you there. We're looking forward to meeting you in person at this year's event, which promises, as always, incredible speakers, amazing content, and, of course, some of the greatest kids on the planet. So, mark your calendars for October 24th, and we'll see you here in Chicagoland for the Power of We Symposium 2024. This year's theme is Always Together, Never Alone. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite or at powerofwesymposium.com.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. You walk right past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight.
I'm going to just tell you now, if you got to pee, get it done because you're going to laugh so hard today. You better not have no pee. I'm just saying, put a diaper on. Depends. I'm just playing. Okay, don't get it twisted out there. I wasn't calling that forth. I'm just saying. I'm on one today, y'all. I'm telling you what. Do you know? I know you know this. Isn't it awesome when you wake up? It's a lot of days anyway. Well, I'm good. But when you wake up and you don't say I'm good, you say I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Ain't nothing happened. You just done got up and did what you do every day. But there's just this essence in the air, right? There's just this aroma within your spirit that just tells you today is something special, right? Well, that's where I'm at today. So I'm grateful you're here to share. So get you some. That's the bell of purpose. I ring it on purpose with purpose. Why? Because first of all, it's not some little show gimmick. Not a prop. It's an opportunity. Because the truth, just like that bell, it has a ring to it. You'd be shocked how many of us don't know that or are not in tune with it. So not here, not on this watch. This is a sacred space. So if you got anything other than that on your mind, you might want to switch the channel. There's that. And here is my sidekick, Miss Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. She's been here all 7 years. We're in year number 8, 50 weeks a year, 5 days a week. And she's been by my side the whole. That's why I love me some Lucy. Sure do. Our guest today, she got an old fancy coffee cup, just fancy. Everything about her fancy. You know that person. Okay, let's go to your family, especially people of color. Go to your family. You know that one, 2 things you want. Somebody that can make good potato salad and good greens, and somebody in family who's going to just make sure the place is going to be lit. When they come, I don't care it could be a funeral, it could be whatever it is. When they come, it's getting ready to go down. Well, that's today. Andrea Harrison. Now, I know, and now, first of all, and then listen to this. She sent me an email, right, with a sizzle reel that her husband and her 17-year-old daughter, she makes sure you get it all. So what she was telling me with all them details, don't forget to shout out my 17-year-old daughter and my husband. So there it is. I was like, okay, I can read between the lines, Andrea Harrison. Andrea Harrison is here today, and I'm really excited. Boy, I don't know how I've not known about this one, but I don't care. I know now. It's called divine timing, right? So, first of all, y'all, I know what I'm getting her for Christmas. A t-shirt with the definition of brief on it. Because I said, send me a brief bio. I don't know what that is. Okay. What? Anyway, but y'all know I don't even read them anyway. I can tell you better I can show you better than I can reverse that. ADHD in effect. I can show you better than I can tell you. Andrea, come on, I'm gonna get her in here, but let's put up on. Let me manifest right now. Let me prophesy right now. And she ain't gonna pay for it like a lot of people. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but she ain't gonna pay for it. But when you see this face up in Times Square, you heard it here first, right? And I said she ain't gonna pay for it. Write that part down. Just know it started here. This is the sizzle reel for who she come down the hall. I said, wait, it's my show.
Stage lit not just by spotlights, but by the sparkle of a woman who dazzles not only with her accessories, but with her joie de vivre.
Did he just speak French?
Andrea Harrison, an entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, coach, writer, purpose pusher, comfort zone disruptor, chief shine officer, and just a fun-loving, loyal, and loud girl from the Bronx who only wants to make God smile. Andrea didn't just rise, she soared. Now, envision Andrea not merely as an entrepreneur, but as a maestro of motivation on her own live show, Shine with Andrea. And through her sold-out conferences that are less about seats filled and more about lives changed. She invites women to not just take their seat at the table, but to build the table themselves, inlaid with their own unique patterns of greatness. She leads by example, inspiring women to come out of the shadows, stop hiding, and as a result, show up for themselves and their God-given assignment. Andrea Harrison isn't just a character in a play. She's the playwright, the director, and the star. She invites you not just to watch, but to participate, to laugh, to cry, and to discover your own shine. So, would you merely observe, or would you leap onto the stage and shine with her?
Okay. This is for the 17-year-old daughter, who will remain nameless because she's a minor. And then the husband, which we will refer to as Mr. That's what they did. That's what they did. So there it is. Now, I just want to say this because we're going to watch a little clip when she comes in here from one of her shows. Let me tell you what I love about her show already. Although I see you back there. That's right. Don't be surprised. I'll be telling y'all all the time. Move out of this state of surprise all the time. Oh, Lord, what we going to do? If you stay ready, like let's say, you ain't got to get ready. Don't be surprised. Be expectant. Be expectant. How you going to know what to do with your blessing, your miracle, if you don't expect it? It rings your doorbell, and then you look through the hole. It's me, the blessing. Oh, Lord. Oh, look at my head. I ain't did nothing. Right there. I'll be right back. You come back. Blessing gone. It don't wait. Blessing don't wait on people. So this is what I'm saying. You want to look through there, and you want to say, come on in. I've been expecting you. Matter of fact, they don't even visit. Blessing don't visit my world no more. They got a room. Go on, put your stuff upstairs. We eat in 10 minutes. That's how you look at it. It's perspective. And here comes some real perspective for y'all. Let me tell you what I love most about her show. And I'm going to prove it. She sings her show. She be sing storytelling. Right. How you doing? I said, I ain't playing. You think I'm playing? Here she come, y'all. Put some hearts on the screen for the Andrea Harrison.
Hey!
Oh, y'all. I brought potato salad. Shaquita brought the greens, and now you're here. Good morning.
Good morning.
And what were you doing? Oh, did you see? I told you the gates was wide open. I've been prophesying this morning, even before the show. Look, what about your post and my post?
That was crazy. That was crazy.
No. Don't say crazy and leave it hang out there. Put a divine word next to it. It was crazy wonderful.
Yes.
Crazy miraculous.
Yes.
That's proof. Those are the clues. When they do stuff that God, the universe, whatever you call it, throw stuff in there. Say, I wonder if they're going to catch that. We were both up at 4:44 this morning. I get up at 4, but we're both taking pictures of 4. Your thing, you posted it was 4:44. Mm-hmm. And I said, I was taking, so at the same time, see, y'all know what that is? That's fellowship. That's communion. Mm-hmm. That is the invoking of the promise that guarantees you that something wonderful is going to happen because it says when 2 or more.
That's right.
When 2 or more. See? And I see 22 up on the screen. 22, that's another one of my angel numbers. Woo! Who out there, put it in the comments, is ready for their blessing? Because y'all, everybody that's here, get this. You could have been anywhere right now.
Yes.
But everything that is controlling, everything and putting it all in place for us has brought us here together. And let's find out why. Andrea, I'm going to dip out for about 60 seconds. I do it every morning, and I let you create your own vibe. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about that French that your husband just threw in there. I mean, my goodness, they did everything, but we'll talk about that in a minute. It's all you pour into everybody. I'll be back in 60 seconds, and we'll get this party started. Sound okay?
It's all right with me.
All right, take it away, all you.
Hey, my name is Andrea Harrison. I am the Chief Shine Officer of Shine with Andrea. I lead by example, inspiring women to come out of the shadows, stop hiding, and as a result, show up for themselves and their God-given assignment. I want to say good morning to my Shine crew, #Shine crew. Listen, you can join us every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and shine with us. Because you know what I do? I shine. I shine with brilliance and I show up. Yes. How's everybody doing today? We can't hear you.
Dang, see how the universe is? I had a good one. I was like, that'll be $13.12 for you trying to have a promotion. This is real estate up in here. So I got Venmo. What you want? Cash up? $13.12.
I got you.
I'm just kidding. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, first thing is a lot of support system in that house going on. They surprised you with this sizzle reel that they put together.
While I was sleeping.
While you were sleeping. See? Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So what's your husband's name?
Gordon.
So he just going to tell us you loud. He snuck some of his own stuff in there too. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Before we get started, I just want to say something real quick, you guys. Today, have the conversation with people as you move through your day. Well, matter of fact, let's make it the entire week. Matter of fact, let's make it the entire month. Moving forward, let's just say that. Our young people are speaking up, and I'm glad they are. I do a lot with young people. I once was a young person, and I love the energy. I love the promise that they provide us every day. Young people are healing. There's an energy within it. That's why childhood is the briefest of our seasons. Okay, it holds a lot of magic. And what I'm talking about is the protests taking place currently on campuses all over this country and about to be all over the world. I'm sure they're already in other places. But over 800 students on U.S. soil have been arrested already for just merely speaking up for what they feel about this war, the war in Gaza. And so it hasn't happened, they say, since Vietnam. And a lot of the historical campuses where the kids made a big difference, they're doing it again. So let's send them our prayers. I just want it to be peaceful. Let's remember what we learned from Martin and the rest of the freedom fighters in the past so that we can move forward into a prosperous and a very divine future. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. There's the bell of truth. Okay, let's get started, Miss Andrea. What you used to do?
Well, for 25 years, I was a paralegal. I actually started when I was 16 years old. I remember being in this classroom in a high school in the Bronx, and my teacher walked over to me. She tapped me on the shoulder, and she said, "I want to send you for an interview." And I was like, "Why you want to send where?" She said, "I want to send you downtown. I want to send you to Manhattan, to one of the largest law firms in the globe." In
Manhattan, Sex in the City.
And I said, "But I work at Key Food. I love working at Key Food." Key Food was our local grocery store. And from I was a little kid, I always loved tapping on the cash register.
Wait, Key Food?
Yes.
Key Food had the sister named Senora, lived on the corner. They had that dog.
That is quite possible.
I'm kidding. I'm just playing. I do that shit a lot. So get used to it. I'm just saying. Okay. So keep going.
So that's where it all started. I went down for the interview. I'd never been on the subway before. I was 16. This was going to be the first time that I was getting on the subway by myself. Let me
just stop you there. I already know why it was the first time at 16. Some of y'all who live in cities with that going, 16? I was riding it at 8 by myself. Because let me tell you something, Andrea. I saw you. I saw a picture of you, a black and white picture. And I was like, dang. Andrea, dime piece. I'm not playing. If I was her daddy, you still wouldn't have been on the subway. You might get an Uber, but you wouldn't be on no subway. So anyway, that's why. Let me just make it clear. Right or wrong?
Absolutely. My mother kept me real close to her.
Close.
She wasn't playing.
At all.
My mother's from Jamaica. Listen, she wasn't playing.
Oh, no. She'll put some roots on you.
Oh,
you put some roots on you. I'm just playing. Oh, really? You're Jamaican? My goodness, just your abundance. You have a lot of abundance in the things that matter. And I'm not talking about things you can touch. I'm talking about those things you can feel. You got an abundance of it. I see why you have a shine crew. You have a shine crew. So, okay. So you're in the hood there and you're getting on the subway and then...
So I go down there for the interview. I was the last one there because, of course, I got lost. I was the last one there, the first one hired, and I worked there for 5 years until one of the attorneys was going to the Bronx District Attorney's office. And she said, "I want to take you with me." And I'm like, "Really? I like it here." And she said, "I can get you in the door, but you have to get in yourself. You have to prove yourself in the interview."
Where was this again? Started with a B.
The Bronx District Attorney.
Okay, y'all see how she said that? I heard it the first time. But that's how you can tell if they're really from there. See, you and me, we just say Bronx.
No, it's the Bronx. It's DA, the Bronx.
See what I'm saying? Why y'all got to act like you want to beat people up? Ain't nobody scared of you. Okay, I am. I'm just playing because I got to go to New York on the 10th. Somebody say, ain't you that one? Wasn't you on Facebook talking shit? Talking about, right. Wasn't none of me. See, what happened was, right. Okay, go ahead.
And so I worked there, went to the Bronx District Attorney's Office, and I was a paralegal for over 25 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I've always wanted to ask because I've seen, and don't be judging, all my stuff is out there. Anyway, I'm just saying, I've passed quite a few paralegals, literally and metaphorically, in my journey. Back in the day, you know, because we got to start somewhere to get somewhere. So,
yeah.
Shane, right. What was the most stressful part of that work for you? What was it? I mean, you know what? Let me just ask you. Let me rephrase. Let me ask you this. Did you ever, because you kind of get to follow cases. So did you ever see like injustice, or is that a word?
Injustice?
Yeah, you know, something where you were like, wait a minute. I know I'm not an attorney, but what the hell?
Yeah. I'll just say that when I worked for an entertainment lawyer, he was taking on the Amadou Diallo case. And I know everybody probably has heard the name and you remember, but the young man was from Africa and he was shot by the police over 19 times. And as far as I can remember, every one of them went free. And so those kinds of cases, when you see injustice, those are the things that make you stressed out and make you want to do more.
Oh, you know how to segue too. Scared of you. Okay, so nice little bridge you threw out there for me to go over. So here we go. Let me ask you something. When you say injustice, that's the word. When you say injustice, it kind of falls on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Back to the kids now that we're just talking about, the protesting on the campuses. They're coming out, you see? But I wonder why that hasn't happened on every campus for something like you just described.
Right.
Because that's a war, but that's time for another show. Or a show for another time. ADHD, I told you a lot of stuff. If it don't make sense, flip it over. That's the thing about purpose. It works in both directions.
Yes.
Meaningful, full of meaning. So when I say something's out of order, that's all it is. It ain't no senior moment. Oh, well, it could be. So, no, but that'll happen 20 times today as I walk in and do this one. What I coming here for? If they drop me a dollar every time I said, I wouldn't even need to work. Anyway, so let me ask you.
Hold up. Why am I here?
Right.
Right.
Look, I was so into what you just said, I almost said, I don't know. Why are you? Okay, I'm wearing the belt. Out. So when did you go to college?
Yes, I graduated from college.
And what did you think then you would be doing now?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I really thought I was going to be a paralegal for the rest of my life. That is what I've always known. That's what I've always done. And I mean, I wanted to be a teacher because my mom was a teacher and she was a teacher in New York City. And I thought I was going to be a teacher when I turned a little bit and ended up on the path of a paralegal. I never expected, to be honest with you, what I would be doing today. And so I'm grateful because I think that everything that I've been through, everything that I've experienced, everything that I've seen, everything that I've studied, it all has helped to shape me to be who I am today and to be able to carry out my purpose that God has for my life.
Well. Ringing the bell on that and there. But listen, purpose, everything came together. Wait a minute. First of all, can I get an amen?
Amen.
An amen. And I'm going to challenge y'all. Blessed in the manner in which you choose to be blessed. I didn't say won't. That's a wish. Choose. Because blessings are plentiful. They there. You just got to know how to get them. Yeah. Share right now with another person and get blessed in the manner in which you have just blessed. So I want to ask you, you said everything starts coming together. So here's the power of you moment. So at what point did you realize you were moving into a new world from the world where you were the paralegal, which is you getting paid for, that's what you were paid for. Now you're sitting in a chair with a Shine t-shirt on with all your love system and support system, your root system here, supporting you and your husband and your daughter. And now you're sitting inside of what you were made for instead of just what you were paid for. What's the biggest difference in those two worlds? What's the biggest difference? If I only knew then.
I think what the biggest difference for me is that it comes naturally. You know, I enjoyed being a paralegal. I was good at being a paralegal, but I felt like I was a square in, you know, I was a round circle in a square box. And so what I do now, it comes naturally to me because it is my purpose. I'm on assignment. I'm on God's assignment and I'm on his payroll. And so, you know, I enjoy what I do because I get to do it with other people. I get to do it for other people. I love to see somebody and God gives me the vision to see the potential in them. And I don't stop until they get on the right track doing what they're supposed to do because of what God has called them to do. They call me the purpose pusher. I push gently. They tell me that I'm the queen of the voluntold, but I love, you know, when I see women.
The queen of the who?
I'm the queen of the voluntold. Not, you know, I voluntold people. I volunteer them.
Oh, I was like, that another when you speak French too? That's not just her husband. Okay. Okay, so let me just say this. Because I get it. I get when you said natural, you said a whole bunch right there. Because I know it must have been hard all those years as a paralegal. I know what the hardest. I can answer my own question now about when I said what's the biggest difference between you two. Well, first of all, we get ready. Remember, I promised y'all we were gonna take a look at her show where she'd be singing. Imagine if she was the singing paralegal. When she came, deposition at 3. Oh, give it to me. I gotta get to the typewriter.
Lauren, I'm not a singer though. That is not.
Oh, you can't say that no more. You can't say that no more. Wait, y'all.
You got me over here scared.
Look, I can show you better than I can. Get ready, y'all. Count the songs. No, count the notes. Count the notes. I love it. I absolutely. And which one is it? Okay, there it is. This is from Morning Inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Right off
good
the
morning,
rip.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is the last day of the month.
I'm going to ring the bell every time.
Welcome to Shine with Andrea. I'm your host, Andrea Harrison, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Woo! Guess what, y'all? Something came in the mail for me yesterday. Well, really late last night is when I received it, and I want to show it to you. I am so excited that I received this in the mail. And it just made me happy. It made me so happy that I just put on like my colorful glasses and my colorful earrings and my colorful ring and my colorful blouse. It just made me happy.
Get a hook.
Receiving this in the mail made me happy. And so I wanted to share it with you guys. I know you guys saw
a concert.
Why did you fix that out?
Content with a concert. I can see the billboards. Content with a concert. Don't knock it till you try it. I just see, but let me tell you something. You had me from note number 1. When I was searching it, because I'd be all up in there. Oh, what they got out there. Right? And I said, you know what? How it is so infectious. It is literally infectious. Where were you? Here's a great one. With all those 25 years, you're in that serious zone at work. Where was all of this energy being channeled, funneled? Where were you putting it?
That's a really good question.
I get that so much. If I only had a quarter.
No, yeah, it's a really good question because, like I said, as much as I loved what I did, I really felt like I was in a box. I felt stuck. Like I felt like there was more for me, and it wasn't.
I'm talking to them. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sound familiar because our stories, we're telling them because we wanted to resonate. If this was you, you can do this too. You can have some of this too. You see what the connector there is, Andrea? TOO at the end.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. There's some of this for you too. But ain't nobody buying that. It's too late. I'm too old. I'm too tired. It's too expensive. Leave two at the end like Andrea did and watch what happens. Go on.
Well, I think one of the things where I really put my energy was in my creative, the things that I did that were creative. So I'm a very creative person. I always have these great ideas. And so I love to decorate. And, anytime anybody had a party, I was the one who decorated the tables. And so, I did scrapbooking and, my mom's an artist. Now my daughter's an artist. My husband's a DJ. So we're always having parties and things of that nature. And I think for me, it was being able to use my hands to create beauty. To be able to see God's beauty.
Oh,
yeah.
And this is so, what makes this even more amazing is you all might not know this, but another thing I discovered when I was out there researching, was that once upon a time in your life, you were literally allergic to bling. Clearly, that is no longer an issue.
Allergic to bling?
Did you? I know I made that up.
Yeah.
Get that bling away from me. It makes me break out.
And you never heard that from me, and you rang the truth bell? You better take that ring back.
That's what I was saying. It was irony. I know big words too. Your husband ain't the only one. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. You know what I love about bling?
What?
It's that extra je ne sais quoi.
Yes.
Oh my God. He taught me French. But I'm just saying, in you're talking about shine, and there's a reflection. Talk about how you found your place to your own authentic brand. A lot of people have brands and stuff. You ask them I have a mastermind, right? We just had a Slam the Hammer. Here's another shameless plug coming up again on the 19th of May. It's free. But people sit in the hot seat. And a lot of them are entrepreneurs. And sometimes the feedback, they're like, all up in their feelings. But it's usually because their brand doesn't match their message. So what is it that makes you feel that shine and shining is your calling? Okay. And what does Andrea do when she feel everything but shining? But the world is waiting for you because you and I both do 5 days a week. And I know I'm in my 8th year of that. It's not easy. Some days I don't feel like this guy, but I still need to be in this chair. Right. How do you deal with it, Andrea?
Well, the first question you asked is how is it that I'm shining? What is it that I do? And I think for me, it was when I just became obedient with God's assignment, God's purpose for my life, and everything just started to just go much more smoother. I was in alignment with him, and that's where I saw my transformation come to be. But it's natural for me. I have a friend, I think she might be in the comment section, my friend TJ Mercer. We talked about her earlier. Yes. And so, I watched her for years, and, the way that she moves, she's very free. And me being from, being a paralegal and being in that world where it's just everything is kind of like stuffy. And, I saw her and I said, wow, if she can be like that, if she can do that, then there was something inside of me that needed to come out. And so when I saw her living her life free, I realized it kind of gave me permission, the permission I really didn't need, but it gave me permission to shine. That was I think that's a big thing. And she also, yes.
I told you them gates was open. I just got country. I told you them gates was open. What time it is? Look, no, wait. Sorry, that's my granny channeling. You said permission to shine. You're a New Yorker. Told you I was there a few weeks ago on a podcast, and it was called Permission to Shine.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, indeed.
Wow.
Continue, madam.
So I think just, tapping into who I am, getting to a point in my life where I don't care what anybody else thinks about me right now. I don't care what, anybody says. All I want to do is to make God proud. I want to be and do everything that he called me to be. And so that's my focus. And I've always been this way. I've always been the child to bring everybody along. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm always bringing people together. And, why should I stop? I have to continue to be true to myself and who I am and who God created me to be. And so on the days that I don't feel like shining, I mean, I go through stuff just like anybody else. I got my own storm that I've been walking through, for a few months now. But the difference is that I choose to have joy, because my joy is non-negotiable, because my joy comes from the Lord. And so regardless of what's going on, regardless of my circumstances, regardless of my situation, I can still rise above that, because I know who holds my tomorrow. And so I know that I've been called.
Wait, that was a perfect place to sing.
No.
I need to be your manager. That's all it is. I need to be your man. Look, I want to ask something. We both have ADHD, so it's gonna be all over the place. I want to. Oh, here, I had a download while you were speaking. Whenever y'all see my hand go up, it's because I'm trying to. It's like sitting on my lips so I don't talk and interrupt. So I have to do something to distract myself. But a download's coming, and and they make you want to burst with. Guess what I just heard? That's why I can't keep secrets. People say he can't hold water. That's why. So I'm gonna tell you what came through. This shine thing, it's all about light. There can be no shine if there is no light, right? And our wounds are where the light enters us. Okay, our wounds is where the light enters us. I just had to say that twice to let it hang out there. So I want you, they said, I got the download. When I say I ain't crazy or nothing. I believe in everything greater than me. God, Jesus, Father, Abraham, Rashak, Meshach, and Abednego, everybody. Right. Anybody else crazy? All the ancestors, everybody greater than me, because they done did it already. So there it is. I'm still working on it. But I want to say this. I was told to ask you to let's get vulnerable here for a second, because to be the chief shine officer, that was almost a senior moment. Woo, junior moment be gone. Let's share with the people about a time in your life when you wondered, is there a flicker of a flame? Is there a dimmer switch that can go up? Is there a match with at least half of the match thing on it? Something I can strike to get my light going, to get my shine back on, and how you found your way to it. Because you put a little tip out there when you said my transformation. See, I love that word. I love that word, and I love the word trauma, because trauma leads us to transformation. Trauma and transformation sharpen us in ways that nothing else can. They provide protection that bodyguards cannot give us. That's what they do. So is that okay? I'm not trying to put you on the spot,
No.
but somebody needs to hear this. So I'm going to butt out, leave, and just let you tell us about that time and why, because I have a feeling it has a lot to do with why this is so important to you. This is called passion. This is called my passion. This is your purpose. Everything led to this. This is what you were made for. Somebody is looking for what they were made for. They're tired of just living through what they get paid for. So I'm going to let you do this. And when you're done, you signal me and I'll come back in. Okay. Now that was a senior. Wait, that was a senior moment. I'm like, where'd she go?
Well, let me get closer to you guys. Let me get closer, because I want to lean in. Because this is important. This is a very important moment. And I believe that it is the reason that I came here today. behind everybody's smile, behind what you see on social media, a lot of people see the smile, they see the glitz, the glam, the bling, and a lot of people will think that everything is glorious, everything is, hunky-dory, and all is well with the world. But behind everybody's glory, there's a story. We all have a story. We all have a story to be told. And I know that when I look back over my life and I see where God has brought me from, specifically about 2 years ago in April, I felt as though I didn't want to live anymore. Now, I would not have taken my life, but I can tell you, I thought about it. I thought about it because I was in a place where it was so dark. It was dark and I couldn't see my way out. And I had to find my way to the feet of Jesus. I had to find my way there. It was hard because I wanted to stay in my bed. I wanted to stay under the covers. I didn't want to shine, but I knew that there was something calling me out that I needed to shine. Thank you, Lord. When you get to a point in your life that you can't see a way out, that you can't find your way out, when you get to a point in your life where everything seems dark and bleak, there's always that glimmer of light if you search for it and if you believe that it's there. It's really good to have people around you that love on you, that will lift you up, and that will call you out and say, hey, haven't seen you in a while, haven't heard from you in a while, where are you? And that's all well and good. But you have to make the choice to want to get out of that dark space and not go back there. Because once God pulls you out, you can't go back. I can remember exactly how I felt laying in the bed, not wanting to get out of the bed, not even wanting to go and take a shower because I just wanted to stay there in fetal position. I was depressed. It felt like everything around me was crashing in on me. I felt like I was in a vice grip and it was just coming in, and I felt stuck, like I couldn't get out. And I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice that I didn't want to stay in that dark place anymore. And it was the love of God. It was his call on my life. It was knowing that I had a purpose, but I couldn't see my way through. And I had to follow that light. And that light caused me to shine. And then when God gave me a platform where now other people were watching me shine, and I was helping other people to understand that you need to shine as well, then I realized that I have to show up. It was a mandate for me to show up. That there were women and men that were watching me how I maneuver through what I was going through. And so I realized that I didn't have a choice in the matter. And so I chose joy. So despite my circumstances, despite what I'm walking through, as I walk through this storm, I realize that Jesus is the peace in my storm. And it's because of him that I can keep going. It is because of who I am in God that I can continue walking. And it's a good feeling to know that you're not alone. Because if you're living out there without hope, if you're living out there without knowing who you are in God, if you're living out there not realizing that you are his masterpiece, if you're living out there and you don't realize how precious you are to him, that he created you, and when he created you, he put everything inside of you that you needed to fulfill the purpose that he created you for. But sometimes we get in our own way. We get in our own way. But
as the choir moves up for an A and B selection, and the organist starts to gently play. Man, I wish they was here because I play. I'm just saying. Thank you, y'all. Do everything you can. Put some hearts on the screen. Show some love in the comments. Andrea, anointing. Mean anything to you? Does that word mean anything to you? Does it mean anything to you? Does that word mean anything to you? Ask yourself right now. I want to just say this to you. Thank you so much for stepping up and for being vulnerable. I was doing my best to be obedient, to, give you that opportunity. Somebody needed to hear that. I'm telling you, somebody needed to hear that. So I want to, we've got about 10 minutes. What is the pain point that you hear from people? What's the word on the street, so to speak? What is it that's keeping people awake at night right now from your side of the table? What are you hearing, Andrea?
For me, it's exactly what I went through. It's exactly the things that kept me up at night. I'm wondering, is God going to do it for me? Is it really going to happen for me? Do I have a purpose? Do I have a purpose? Is there really something for me to do? What should I be doing? Am I good enough to do it? Back in June of last year, about 10 months ago, is when I stepped into my purpose full throttle. For a very long time, God kept telling me that I needed to go live on social media and my devotions live on social media. And I kept running from it because I did not feel like I was good enough. I kept running from it because I didn't think I had anything to say. I kept running from it because I didn't think I was adequate enough. And so finally, when I did step into that, first of all, I stepped into it like I was preparing for a court case. I stepped into it like I was preparing for a Sunday sermon. And God was like, I didn't ask you for all that. I asked you to show up, and I asked you to show up and share your heart. And so when I finally did that, see, a lot of people are afraid because they can't get past the part that they don't know what they're doing and they don't know if they're enough. But when I got past that and I just showed up, we have to take the first step. God then he ordered every other step after that. And that me showing up and being consistent, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my assignment. I learned a lot about the people that I was called to serve. And I just putting one foot in front of the other. And God, I always pray and I say, God, fill my mouth. Take me out of the equation and just use me as a vessel and fill my mouth with the things that, not what I think people need to hear, but with what your children need to hear. And so when I stepped out of the way and stopped trying to make things happen and make it, do it the way that I think it needs to be done, when I stepped out of that and just showed up, just transparent, authentically me, vulnerable, put it all out on the table, just being who God created me to be and living in that state of being right in where I was supposed to be, what I was created for, just naturally. Yeah. And that's when it started.
There's that word again. There's that word again, naturally. And naturally, we have to take a short break to keep the lights on. But when we come back, we're going to get to some of your questions for Andrea Harrison today. So if you have anything that you'd like to ask, now's the time to get it inside the comment section. We'll be back in just 1.5 minutes. So what do we have? Minute and 30 seconds, they say. So we'll be right back. Don't you dare go away. It's a great time. A lot of shows still ahead.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link. Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm Dr. Lauren and my host today. You're my host today. You notice I didn't say guest. You're my host today because you are really hosting a lot of benefit, a lot of blessing. Andrea Harrison. So what would you say? I'm going to get to some questions here. I'm going to check in there. Yes. Oh boy, you got Chatty's up in here. You tell us what can we do while I find a couple really great questions. What can we do to support Andrea right now? Anything coming up in the rest of this year or this summer, this spring? What you got going?
Well, one thing that I'm working on, if it's okay to say it here, but I am working on a devotional journal. I am in the process right now of writing a devotional journal, and that I'm excited about because it's a God project. I'm working with, I have a couple of people that are working with me. Farrah Fryer, House of Inspire, is the one that's going to be helping me to publish through self-publishing. And I, have a lovely friend of mine, Terry King Hunt, that is working with me in regard to helping me to get the book out of me, because that is the hardest part. That's the hardest part, is to get what's in your head and in your heart out on paper. So I'm expecting that to be done before the end of the year. And so, follow me everywhere and stay tuned.
There you go. Andrea, Tara Freeman. Nice to see you, Tara. She asks, what motivates you to show up on the days that you could stay in bed in the fetal position?
She does.
Oh,
she does. My Shine crew does.
I know that's right.
My Shine crew does. Because when I'm laying in the bed sometimes and I don't want to get out of the bed, I don't want to shine. I remember there was maybe a couple of months ago where I was just in a funk. I mean, deep down in the bottom of the gutter of the funk. And I did not want to shine. And my husband,
the funk.
The funk.
Get the funk out of my face. Get the funk out of my face. The ADH in full effect. Okay, sorry.
And
how can you hear that and not say something?
Not the good funk from the 70s.
Yeah. And I just ordered my hippie clothes yesterday for the E360 event next month, which is 70s funk. So, okay.
And so, I remember being just in a funk and I did not want to get out of the bed. I couldn't smile. I literally couldn't smile. And my husband said, do you want me to show up for you? Because he's my biggest supporter. Mm-hmm. He said, I'll show up for you. And I said, you know what? As much as I would like you to, I can't. I have to do it. And I had no words. And I have another friend. She's on here too, Jamila. And she often says to me, she said, Andrea, say what God places on your heart And if you have nothing else to say, then say, I have nothing else to say.
Yeah.
You know, I was so afraid of being able to fill 20 to 30 minutes on a show. We now go an hour. Sometimes it can be a little bit longer. But I tell you one thing, that show was like 5 minutes and maybe 17 seconds. I showed up. And you know what's funny is that so many people said to me, they messaged me, they emailed, and they said, you taught me a good lesson. You taught me how to show up, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what's going on in my life. You taught me how to press through and push past my quit.
Absolutely right. Listen, as much as I wish we didn't have to quit having this conversation, we do. But just for now, listen, I want you all, scrolling along the bottom of your screen right now is Andrea's Facebook link. And then also, there it is, shinewithandrea.com, the website. As we prepare to close out this most, blessed occasion, and that's exactly what it is, I encourage all of you, it happened one time in this show. What was it? Weird? Did you say weird? And I said weirdly wonderful.
I said, that's crazy.
Crazy. Those words, y'all. I just want to leave this with you before we get out of here. Crazy, weird, lucky, TOO, any place other than the end. Funny. Show is funny. How you know? Put a sacred, a blessed, put a power word next to those things. That's like putting a booby trap. If something that does not serve you and you know where they live, trying to get in because you left the door or window cracked or unlocked, they are shapeshifters. Put some spiritual magic between you and them. Make them fight to get to your space. I do. Now is the time. All those things, when you're in a fetal position, all those whispers and lies that they gave us, turn those words back on them. I tell them every day, I have dominion here. You work for me. So now you go and you do what you tried to do to me to as many other people. Because guess what? Things that don't serve me, there are no mistakes in this world. That's God's way of keeping everything interesting. I'm not afraid of the questions because the question mark proves that God is in it. Now, take that back to the nest and go back and get what you got coming because you done let another one slip through your fingers. That's the commission today. And so I thank you all. Andrea, keep blessing, keep being a lesson, keep doing what you're doing. We're so grateful for you. Thank you so much for all you've given us today.
Listen, Dr. Lauren, I just want to encourage everybody to keep shining.
Oh, man, I wish I had a wig or something to put. Look, you ain't about to upstage. Nuh-uh. I'll put on. Look, you know I got me some weed somewhere. This is my Rod Stewart on a good day. Look, okay, that's what I love about it. See, listen, if you want to laugh, you want to smile, if you want to cry, whatever it is, if a tear falls down your face, remember this, it only means that you've still got something in your world that makes you feel.
Yes.
That's all it is. So laugh your way to what is next for you. Andrea, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Tell them where they can catch your show.
Shine with Andrea on Facebook, Shine with Andrea on YouTube. You can start by going to shinewithandrea.com. But we'll be ready in like 2 minutes. We'll be on.
There you go. Get out there. Find your highest self today. And remember, I tell you every day as we get out of here, Dr. Lauren loves you. And guess what? There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. Good job, Andrea. Great job. Bye, everybody.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time.